Let's check those standings, shall we? Slip City, Slip City!
What is wrong with my face?
By the way, my Spurs lost too last night, but look what's going on here.
Oh, what do you mean? You ready? You ready? I got an explanation. I got one.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, you ready?
That's your explanation.
What's your explanation?
My explanation is this. The logic on this set was, it's so early. It doesn't matter if you're winning all these games or now. I'm going to use your logic against you. It doesn't matter if we're losing all these games because you can go on losing streaks, still finish strong, still obviously get a playoff and a home advantage, and win a championship.
Isn't it just the Clippers becoming the actual Clippers?
Right, Clippers are clipping. They go clip.
We never clip this fast, so that's not the same old Clippers. We never win that many games before we clip. That's not the same old Clippers. And this team, you're right. They went on that amusement park fun day when they were throwing passes with Dak Prescott and Dez Bryant.
Yeah.
And since then, we got our eyes off the prize just a little bit. And these teams are
which is
I do like that DeAndre Jordan said all that, by the way.
Your eyes have been on the prize. Part of the reason why we laugh at you is because you haven't won anything yet. So why are you celebrating after 20 games in a season? You should be staying focused at all times. If you're the Cavs, bake all the cookies you want.
Yeah.
If you're the Golden Warriors, shimmy, 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 shimmy. But if you ain't won nothing, you need to stay focused.
They got caught up.
That team that won last year is not the same as this team, and this team this year can celebrate the moments, but don't get too far
They were
ahead.
smelling themselves.
They were.
Which is my new favorite thing to say. Thank you, DeAndre.
Can you?
Speaking of smelling.
Speaking of smelling.
Doesn't matter. Bad basketball. J.R. Smith last night during the Cavs-Bucks game.
Okay.
Tony Snell somehow got wide open for an easy bucket.
Did you say smell?
I know. I don't even know what's happening. Yeah, I think I did. The reason, check out your boy J.R. Smith over here, wandering off to say hello to Jason Terry. Why?
Can you take us through what happened with the play with Jason Terry?
What play?
You ran off the court and hugged him, and
Oh, really? I wasn't paying attention. I don't remember that.
you didn't know they were inbound the ball.
What play you talking about?
In the first half, you ran off the court and hugged Jason Terry, and Snell got a layup because you were off the floor.
Oh, I didn't even know I was in the game. Nobody.
They killed Kenny.
Is he playing Mortal Kombat?
Or like a graffiti artist.
He's a Sub-Zero.
Is he Banksy? Today, by the way, Ty Lue has referenced it, called it a, quote, embarrassing moment, and added that complacency has been an issue for the Cavs this season. Oh, please. We don't even want to be serious about this. It's J.R. Smith. We're not surprised.
No, not at all. You know, in fact, the entire team actually was kind of checked out if you think about it.
Ooh.
Because they lost against who?
Yeah.
The Bucks.
Last night was
It
weird.
was a weird day. Spurs
Real weird.
lose,
I
Cavs
know.
lose.
Clippers lose.
Which team?
What?
Oh, I was going to say Nets won, but you can do that too, I guess.
I'm listening.
Listen, the fact is that those two had a minor confrontation, I think like 2 years ago.
Yeah, 13.
Right? And so he's just going back and saying, my bad, dude, and hit, get them buckets while I'm hugging out
But that's
JT.
a really way far off in the distance sort of thing you're referencing. Like, how is anyone else going to know that 3 years ago y'all had a moment and this is what you're doing?
You hit me in my face? Oh, I'm going to remember.
3 years later.
And that's why he didn't want to recall that moment when he was interviewed post-game. And look, how many times have you seen an NBA game and you're like, is that a 20-second timeout or a full timeout?
Oh, that's true.
And you know what? I think his mental clock was just a little off. And then he saw a moment that he had to recall.
His mental clock is just a little
off. His
off.
mental clock was just a little off. Had to dap up his boy, say, all is good. I'm married now. I'm going to get married. I'm all good. Different dude. Turned over J.R. Smith a different leaf. Because all the beef in the world is about money and an opposite sex. We all know that. So that's why they squashed that. And now they're good. Don't condemn this guy because he's turned over a new leaf.
Oh, we're not condemning. No. We're enjoying it. We're laughing.
Okay.
And we're loving every second
But again, the entire Cavs team just basically sucked that night. I mean, Tyronn Lue subbed out the entire starting five and just put in everybody off his bench in the third quarter because he's like, you playing so poorly.
It's a freaky night. It was a freaky night. We got a little football to get into. Antonio Brown picked up, I don't know if you know this, quite a few penalties for celebrations this season.
Get it.
We're doing it. 3 to be exact. His latest came against the Colts on Thanksgiving, which has now prompted Ben Roethlisberger to say he needs to cut it out. But Big Ben also added, quote, I know for a fact that he scores touchdowns at 1 o'clock games that aren't the big-time games, and they haven't flagged him. I just think that it was him, it was Bell, it was Thanksgiving. I think the officials were put on notice. Oh, that's interesting. We're targeting when and where these celebrations will be penalized. You agree?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
And it's almost an unintended consequence that comes from the NFL and its protocol, where they have points of emphasis meetings with their NFL officials before the games. They all huddle up in the locker room. They say, we're looking for this, we're looking for this, we're looking for this. And guess what they also say? And we're looking for this guy because he usually does this. And
That's
you're
fair.
the culprit. So how do you get a point of emphasis?
You're looking for what? This?
How do you get the points of emphasis emphasized? Get the biggest player out there that's going to do it.
Well, I mean, but you have to have this meeting because if you're a referee in the NFL, you already know that Antonio Brown does these celebrations. And P.S., can we stop penalizing celebrations?
Yeah, that hurts the game.
This is the dumbest thing in the world.
It's pretty stupid for them to do that, but it's
so
also
stupid.
still stupid if you're Antonio Brown to keep doing
No,
it
it's not.
because
Yes,
you know
yes,
they're looking at you.
It's not.
It's not a hidden information
But it's
now.
stupid. It's a stupid thing. You're gonna kick a dude out for 10 games for marijuana. You're gonna keep another guy in who beats his wife. You're gonna penalize a guy who dances.
Yeah.
Get your act together, NFL, because you're like a joke. It's like a joke when they pretend to be the Punishers because none of us are taking it seriously. So if I'm Antonio Brown, I just twerk my little hiney, like literally right off. Just off into the end zone. Just drop it onto the ground.
It's a jaywalking ticket, but how many times are you going to cross that street?
So many times.
You're going to just keep getting the ticket, huh?
I'm going to do this when I get
All
to the other side, and I'm going to continue to do it because it's asinine that this continues to
I
go
can't wait to walk down your street. I want to walk down your street and see you do this.
It once cost me $600 to
Yeah, I can't
jaywalk
do
and do
that.
that. It's not
If you're
good.
Antonio Brown, if you know it's a witch hunt, stop being a witch.
No, be a witch. Be a loud witch.
No, unwitch.
We've got Jeers.
Unwitch. Unwitch yourself, boy.
Tyler Robinson. Oh, no. He's going to block a shot. That's great. But right in his dude's face.
Off his face?
Yeah.
I told you about something, my girl.
Yeah, right.
Ooh, the reaction's even like.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. 2 Jeers for Craig Victor the second.
LSU good this year since they got rid of Ben Simmons?
I don't know.
Y'all blame Ben Simmons last year. What you gonna say now?
That is true.
What
is that? Whoa!
If you're gonna travel, at least make the
Was that?
drive.
He's ready for the
You
league.
need a pedometer on. What the fuck?
Bring it. 3 Jeers.
Speaking of
Paul
traveling,
Pierce. Oh no! Actually, I love this. Paul Pierce not doing the dunk right and then getting resuscitated.
Rampart.
You know what?
Emergency.
That was funny on the part of one Chris Paul.
It was.
It was good.
At least he didn't get
until they
hung.
lost.
Pains me to say that.
He did get it over the rim. I was
He
amazed
still
at that.
touching the rim at 40. That's
Man, a
pretty good.
whole bunch of roly-poly men made big plays over the weekend.
What?
But only one will be named that dude's dude. That's next, Marcellus.
Oh, this is Sports Nation, the skinny version.
Sports Nation is presented by Toyota. Let's go places.
The round off the tank, we go waka, 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 block 'em. Okay, big dog, okay. Let's go, baby.
It's time for Dat Dude's Dudes. Here's Michelle Beadle and Dat Dude.
I never noticed the rough thing. Who's that?
Oh, that's my man Orlando Ruff. Shout
Oh,
out to my
sure.
dog. He's a lawyer right now.
Oh,
living
shout
that
out
life.
to the lawyer. All right.
Transition.
Award. Yeah, he really did it right. Award-winning segment. This is actually one of those. It's called Dat Dudes Dudes.
Yeah.
Marcellus, before we can start, I need to share something with you.
Uh-oh. What happened?
It's sweeping the nation. The T-shirt is sweeping the nation. That's Bob Beadle.
Oh!
Courtside last night at the Spurs game, wearing his Dat Dude Dude. By the way, bad luck because the Spurs lost.
Oh, you gonna blame the shirt, huh?
Oh, definitely blame
Not
the
the
shirt.
poor play, huh?
Not allowed to wear that again.
Oh,
ever.
shout out to Papa Beadle. That's love.
Please explain to those, whoever they are, who don't know what this is.
Yeah, that dudes are the unheralded, the ones who don't get enough love for all they do on the field. They don't make the highlights necessarily. They're the ones that do the dirty work so that the other guys can get all the star power. So when you see them in the Uber, they're not in the big Uber.
No.
They're Uber pooling, but they're going to get there. They're going to get there, baby. Don't you worry.
All right, honorable mention is?
Jonathan Hankins of the New York Football Giants.
Oh.
And this is all about the dent move. Way to study your history if you're Jonathan Hankins. See him lined up at the left defensive tackle position. Comes around from the 3 technique, causes the fumble, and JPP runs it in. Now let's talk about this dent move. Shout out to Richard Dent, the guy who innovated this move. Now, Hankins is going to do it. It's the same number, 95 and 95. He brings the hammer down. However, the offensive lineman pulls back his arm, so instead, he uses a pinball off of the offensive tackle. Didn't do the Richard Dent move exactly as he should, but he does rip to the sky, and he does turn his hips. As I told you, most sacks are done below the waist. So because he was able to turn his hips and rip to the sky, Jonathan Hankins, trying to do the dent move, actually got to the play.
All in the hips.
All in the hips.
Third place today. Who is it?
Oh, this is my man Ben Ardrick. McKinney from the Houston Texans.
Ben Ardrick.
Yeah, mama did that. I ain't do it. Fooled you. Let's talk about this. Lined up, right defensive tackle position. Looks like a speed lineup. That means the skinny guys from linebacker come in, they go on the defensive line, and they make the plays. Watch this. Faking the inside move. We're going to see him come off. And watch 74 bite on inside move. But where's his head? Oh, his head is square up. If I was going inside, I think my head would be inside. Gotcha, 74. So now you're off balance. And his teammate is in trouble. Off balance. But now I smell blood. Gonna need a bigger boat. Gonna need a bigger stance, all you Jaws busts out there. Pins him on the inside arm. Once you get that pin right there, you are in pay dirt right now. So you can see the offensive linemen, look at his right foot. It goes back 3 yards because of the perfect position of that pinball move, and he goes in for the sack. Tremendous play right there, and tremendous execution to get the arm pinned.
For the record, did you see Jaws?
I did see Jaws. I did see Jaws.
It's a big day.
And then I went to Universal and saw the real Jaws. It was not that big.
Okay, now you're ruining it. Second place.
Sorry. Second place, we got my man Connor Williams from the Ottawa Red Blacks.
Oh, sure.
Okay. No one man should have all that power. I'm going to just tell you right now, look at where they're lined up off the line of scrimmage, 2 yards back. That's going to come into play on this play.
Oh, my.
As you can see, Connor Williams go with the long hawk.
Got a bit of paint on his face.
Yes, he does. He's into it. 4-point stance. Shout out to Hugh Douglas. Now, this is the play where once you see the 4-point stance and that depth off the offensive line, he's going to get way up the field, and that tackle sets too deep. Look at the offensive lineman wall. Even the running back knows you're not supposed to be that far back. So he gets a head of steam, he turns into a bull, and we all know that power equals 4 times distance over time.
Yep,
and because that happens, now you got the offensive lineman up in the air because he's not used to all that power. He's in trouble. And then you just finish the play right there. The beautiful thing about that is he got 7 steps before the offensive lineman ever engaged him. Usually that happens in 3 steps because he let him get up the head of steam. He loses.
Guy's a little terrifying, I'm not gonna lie. And the t-shirt of the week goes to...
Number 1 goes to Blaine Padgett. Blaine Padgett of Rice University, the collegiate level. Got him by the throat. We're gonna see him at the right defensive end position. Coming inside on the move, and he goes in for the sack. Now, let me tell you how this happens. The offensive lineman, we're going to see Blaine right there. He's going to set not only deep, but his arms are wide. That allows Blaine to get his hands inside, and you're not slick. I'm going to point out what he does later. And then you get the offensive lineman off balance, and you get him in a surfboard position. Offensive lineman coaches hate that. Once your back is there, and you're looking up at the sky, you're checking for the blimp. Coach says you're never supposed to be in the position where you're looking straight up in the sky checking for the blimp. He is, and now we're going to watch that tree fall, baby. Can you say it with me? Timber! Yep, all of that bad technique caught up with him, and Blaine Padgett took advantage of it. But there was a little gamesmanship in this. Watch this. Oh, this is the old Bush League move. There are 2 Bush League moves. I'll show you one. Right there. That is called the throat move. Now, the throat move is illegal, but most of the times they don't catch you.
The throat move.
The throat move. There are 2 Bush League moves. Come on out here, Curtis, and I'll show everybody what I'm talking about. It's Curtis.
Not wise.
Okay, well, what you just saw right there is the throat move. So instead of punching a guy in the chest as normal, this is what you do. You act like you wanted to, but you really just went for the throat. And once you get that shock, you can do any move you want to, as Blaine Padgett did. Bow. But this is the move I used to use all the time. I got away with it a lot of times. You act like you're going to do a rip. So a normal rip is this. But here's the rip that works. Oh! And you grab him by the... So you run by him, grab him by the face mask, get by him. Bush League moves, but they work.
Blaine Padgett.
Thank you, Curtis.
Wait, not Curtis.
Where are you going, Curtis?
This is your 15 seconds.
You're America's team. Stay here.
Blaine, you're going to win this shirt.
How many?
It's bad luck, but you can still have it. We'll send it out to Houston at some point, maybe. I don't know. We'll be right back with winners and losers. Good job.
This is Sports Nation.